everyone, and welcome to this week's Founders Log, which is just a quick video series kind of help you understand how the sausage gets made, because I know that was one of the things that was a constant frustration for me when I was going through my transition, is I felt like I could never get anybody to answer the question, like, how are you doing what you're doing? Like, specifically, what is going on in your day? What's on your calendar? So this is for all of you out there that need a little bit more detail. This is what's for you. So a little bit of orientation information. Today is May 18th, 2021. It's about 5:38 in the morning. We're here in Anchorage, Alaska. The weather is gorgeous right now. It is summertime. And the current situation that I'm dealing with is I just have too much going on. So I've got a firm that I'm building, and I still got the Zen veteran that I need to do work with. And then I also have increased social obligations that are just due to the nature of the fact that I'm back in Anchorage, Alaska, where for the past few years I had been, well, COVID was last year, so I didn't really have any social obligations. But prior to that, I was in Spokane, Alaska, and I was really just focusing on law school. So I've got all of these things kind of coming together, and at the same time in July, I have the bar exam to take. So I need to start game planning how I'm going to move some of this stuff off of my plate so that I can focus on the bar exam for that period of time, get that over with, because that's an unavoidable obstacle. It's not one I'm particularly fond of, but I do have to do it. So I have to start figuring out how to get some of this stuff off my plate. And for the record, this is par for the course, right? This is the natural ebb and flow of things. This is going to be a battle that you fight constantly, especially for those of you who are professionally ambitious veterans, right? You probably want some type of quality of life post-military, but you also have big dreams. Well, guess what? Things are going to stack up, and then you're going to figure out how to deal with them. You're going to eliminate, automate, leverage systems, but things are naturally going to stack up again because you're going to fill in all that new free time with more things because you're ambitious. And then you have to go through that process again. So I'm just back in that process. This is not strange or unique. So for today, I have 2 pre-hearings that I have to do for the firm. And I have a ton of documents that I have to draft. And then I also have social obligations for this night. Every Tuesday I go and play a couple hours pick up basketball. So what I'm going to need to do is, first thing I'm doing right now is my social media content for the week or for the day is I went and wrote this all down, right? So I woke up at 4:30, did that. Now I'm recording this video right now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the gym. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to go post this video on LinkedIn. And then I'm going to go through the rest of my morning rituals, which means taking a shower and getting dressed. And then I'm going to go into the office. I'm going to arrive at the office at about 8 a.m., which is about an hour earlier than I typically do it, because I have these 2 pre-hearings today that I need to prepare for, because I have to kind of invert my day and handle emails and callbacks first, which is what I typically don't recommend. But I have a pre-hearing right there at 9:30. So I have to do it. I have to invert the order of things that I would typically prefer to do. And I have to get some drafting of documents done before lunch. 12 to 1 is lunch. That time is sacred. That is where I recharge my batteries. Then from there, once I get back from lunch, got to prep for the second pre-hearing. And then come back from that. Probably give myself a 30-minute break, depending on how much I get accomplished. And then go into what is called FTA, which is Feed the Animals, which is just kind of a series of just a mental checklist of, okay, emails, calls back, respond to texts, respond to social media messages, do that for 30 minutes. And the workday shutdown ritual from 4 to 5. And I do that every single day because that's where I take the opportunity, no matter what, no matter how organized you are throughout the day, the process of going through your day is going to create clutter. It's going to create mess. That's where I literally get things back into the piles they need to be in, file things away, scan things that need to be scanned, shred things that need to be shredded, do all that and batch that together so that you don't necessarily have to waste a bunch of movement through the day. And once that's done, that last hour, let's say that I still had things that I needed to do, I would go ahead and do those and knock them out, but everything else needs to be organized and ready to go. And I'm saying, here's the 2 tasks I'm going to do before I leave. okay, that's fine, but you still need to do that workday shutdown ritual, in my opinion. Once that's done, drive home, grab my basketball stuff. Actually, I should probably put the basketball stuff in my car. Now that I'm hearing myself say it, probably to put that in my car, probably just head straight to basketball, change there, go play, come home, eat dinner, bed by 8:30. That's the game plan. Admin and logistics for this, I need to start getting some help, right? A lot of the stuff that I need to do for the Zen Better needs to be offloaded to somebody else, like video editing. I really shouldn't be spending my time there anymore. I did it initially just because I wanted to learn that process. Now that I know that process, not worth it, right? That's not my highest and best use of talent. I certainly lose a lot of hours in the week doing that, and it's actually expensive. If you look at my hourly billable rate versus the payoff of editing video, it's clearly biased towards me eliminating that from things that I need to do. And I need to start vetting additional people immediately because, once this bar exam's over, once all that comes in, I need to start having people in the firm besides me by the end of the year. So that's the timeline. So those are the decision-making processes, and that's what it looks like. And it looks like that for a lot of people, but they don't necessarily show you these moments because they don't necessarily want you to know that they have any doubts or that things aren't going perfectly at every moment. So remember, everybody who's doing anything important is going through this process of putting stuff on their plate, realizing that it's a lot, figuring out how to systematize it, getting that number back down until they reach whatever level of performance or success that it is that they're looking for. And then you kind of solidify everything. So that's the game plan. Hope you all enjoyed it.